Hey everyone, it's Brooke from Camera Class for Kids, and today we're going to do one of my favorite camera hacks. We're not going to use a cell phone, we're not going to use a tablet, we're not going to use a DSLR, we're not going to use a point and shoot, we're not going to use a film camera. We are going to use an instant camera, and we're going to do a really cool trick. We're going to do something called multiple exposure. We're going to do it in camera. Now, the newer instant cameras, some of them have options where you can edit in camera, or you can like edit on your phone and then it comes out of the instant camera. And there's lots of ways that you can do multiple exposure with a phone or a tablet or any kind of camera, really. If you have an app, like there's a lot of ways you can do multiple exposure, but we're going to do it in camera, in this instant camera, and it's going to look something sort of like that. So you see this picture that a student made of me one time. I love this picture. That was all done in camera, no apps, but a very special trick. Now, I will tell you, this trick, it will sort of mess up the counter on your camera. That's the counter right there. Not permanently, not forever, and your camera will still work, but it might mess the numbers up temporarily, just so you know that going in. But this is basically how you do this project. So you turn the camera on by pulling the lens out. Wait for the top to turn green. It's green. There are the only settings that you have on this camera is really the flash. And that is, we've got one that's inside, one that's cloudy, one that's sunny, and one that's like really, really sunny. So we're inside. So we're gonna have it on the inside, like it looks like a little tiny house. See right there? We've got it set to that. This banana, giant banana, that's gonna be my subject. I'm going to have two pictures of that banana in one photograph, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So, first thing you have to do before you take the picture is open up the back of the camera. Do not take this out. Do not take this out. Do not take this out. You're going to take one picture, and you need to be at least 3 feet away from your subject, and I am 3 feet away from my subject. And I'm going to take the picture, but look what I'm doing. I'm slightly pulling the cartridge out, not all the way, slightly pulling it out until I hear the motor stop running inside here. Now I'm going to close this up, and now I want to do something slightly different. I want to get a different angle or turn it upside down. I'm going to turn it upside down and take a picture. Let's see what happens then. All right. So now it's going to come out. All right, do not shake this. Everyone thinks you're supposed to shake it. You're really not supposed to shake it. So you're just going to be patient. You might even want to put it in a darker place, not necessarily in full sun. We're going to be patient, and we're going to wait for this picture to appear. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to wait until this picture appears. So here is my multiple exposure banana picture, except it's still a little bright. So I'm going to do this again. This is normal to try and have to do this more than once. The problem is when you open, it's not really a problem, but when you open up the back of the camera so that you can pull that cartridge out slightly so that the picture doesn't come through, you let in more light. So there's a learning curve to figuring out how much light you need to let in for these pictures. So I was on the house right there, but I'm going to switch it to the cloudy day so it lets in less light, because this lets in the most light. Actually, the flash is the brightest. This is where the flash is the least bright. So we don't want the flash, that's the flash right there, to be really bright in this picture because we're close and we're letting a lot of light in anyway. So we put it on cloudy day, and now we're going to try this again. Let's see if this works. So let's go over this again. We open up the back. We just put our fingers here so that we're ready. Do not pull this all the way out. Don't even pull it slightly out right now. You don't pull it out until you hear the motor of the camera. So I'm going to get ready to take a picture of my banana. All right, hear the motor. So I slightly pull that out. The motor stopped, so now I can close this up. And I'm going to turn this upside down so I have the banana going both directions for optimum fun. Okay, now it comes out resist the urge to shake it, and we wait patiently. So that's it. There's a multiple exposure banana picture. It's not all the way done processing. It's going to get a little bit darker. And this just takes practice, but it's so cool. You don't have to do something like the right way and then upside down. You can do things like from far away and then a little bit closer, just as long as you don't get closer than 3 feet. And you can do things like from one side or the other side, or you can have a person like looking in one direction and then stop and have them look in the other direction. There's so many cool ways to play with this. So if you decide to do this, oh my gosh, I hope you do. If you have an instant camera and you have permission to do this, because remember, it will sort of mess your number up there, but it doesn't affect the way the camera works at all. If you have permission to do this and you decide to do it, you can take a cell phone picture of your instant picture and you can hashtag Camera Class for Kids on Instagram, or you can email me cameraclassforkids@gmail.com, because I definitely want to see if you guys do this because it's so cool. Bye y'all.